Welcome to LufSec News, your source of information security news. Today is May 9, 2016. This program goes online every Mondays. Subscribe to our social media channels. For more information, check out at www.lufsec.com. On LufSec News today, you see Instagram hacked by a 10-year-old boy. How the Pwned list got pwned. Google and Yahoo email breach, 272 million accounts stolen. Lyft and Uber fighting against fingerprint law in Texas. How to stop Facebook from auto-tagging you in photos. LufSec TV is brought to you by LufSec IT Security Consulting. Need to pass PCIP exam? We have the best PCIP exam online simulator. Try our free demo. We also provide exam simulator for other security exams like CEH, CISM, C-RISC, and CISSP. LufSec offers security outsourcing, step augmentation, IT security, risk management, vulnerability management, penetration testing, privacy, security policies, training, security consulting, and more. Check out at www.lufsec.com. Instagram hacked by a 10-year-old boy. Wow. Yeah. A 10-year boy from Finland, Jenny, received $10,000 from Facebook due to a security flaw that he found on Instagram in February, and he mailed that to Facebook. The boy now technically is not allowed to join the site for the next 3 years. The bug was discovered. The bug he discovered allowed him to delete comments by other users. Facebook, who owns Instagram, fixed that very quickly after they were notified, and Jenny was paid right away also. And he became now the youngest prize winners from Facebook buddy buying programs. Facebook already paid $4.3 billion in buddy buying programs since 2011, and that's about almost $1 million per year that they are spending on that. This is an incentive for those who find bugs to not really sell that on the black market, but to report to the companies. How the Pwned list got pwned. Well, before I really talk about this article, I would like to talk a little bit about the background about this word, Pwned. That's very interesting. Probably you know that this word means, that Pwned means on it. So you have been pwned means that you have been on it. That's pretty straightforward. I think everybody knows about that. Probably what we don't know is, well, at least some of you, is about its origins, where it came from. This came from the online game called Warcraft. Yeah, the very old and nice good Warcraft. Well, for those who don't know that, there was a map designer misspell. When the computer bit a player, it was supposed to say so-and-so had been on it, but instead it was saying so-and-so has been pwned. Well, anyway, this is not really relevant for today's story, but it was just an interesting comment for those curious ones. There is a website called Pwned List that is used to monitor credentials breach, getting sources from multiple locations. One of them is the famous Pastebin, but there are other places as well. The service was free up to recent days, but the site is going to shut down by the end of the next week. They are replacing it with a paid version. But the fact is that due to a validation issue and the form used to add a new email address or a new domain for those who were registered to the system, people would be able to add domains and email accounts that were not owned by them, that do not belong to them, like Apple.com, and start seeing all breaches of username and passwords by Apple, for example. That was really pretty bad and making the original breach even worse. Are you concerned if your account has been breached, has been compromised? Contact LufSec. We take care about security. We will take care of your security. Google and Yahoo webmail breach 272 million logins stolen. Wow, yeah, that was a very nice last week about this 272 million accounts, breaches from major webmail accounts, webmail providers such as Gmail, Yahoo, Microsoft, and some others here like the Russian one. Some of the headlines even were saying things like, change the password of your webmail now. According to Google, actually, 98% of the accounts that were reported to them were really bogus, were not even existing on the provider. Similar thing happened to others webmail that were reported to be breached, like Microsoft with their Office 365, with their Outlook.com, and Yahoo as well. Hot Security, the company that reported the issue, said the hacker was selling the full list from multiple different web services for just $1, and then decided to give it for free, just in exchange for some kind comments on social media. This was really weird to me, and seems less sophisticated hacking operation to steal credentials and more like a scripted kiddie work. I also didn't like it very well, the approach that this company, Hot Security, did. I saw that happen in the past with other companies as well. They could validate that before talking to the reporters with the source, like with Google, with Microsoft, and etc. But instead they didn't. They went directly to the media, to the reporters. That sounds more like a kind of a marketing strategy to me. There may be some credentials that were really compromised. They are, honestly. And a small percentage, but they are. But my point is that the first number is not really a true number. That's too big. And second, they probably has been breached before. LufSec is brought to you by LufSec IT Security Consulting. Need to pass PCIP exam? We have the best PCIP exam simulator. Try our free demo. We also provide an exam simulator for other security exams like CEH, CISM, C-RISC, and CISSP. LufSec offers security outsourcing, staff augmentation, IT security risk management, vulnerability management, penetration testing, privacy techniques, security policies, and more. Check out at www.lufsec.com. Lyft and Uber fighting against fingerprinting in Texas. Yeah, well, you probably already heard about Uber, right? But well, that company where you can use the smartphone app and you can request for a driver for a ride, and that normally use the GPS of your phone and compare that to the GPS of the driver and try to get the fastest and closest driver to you to get to your ride. Cool. Well, Lyft does the same thing. It's pretty much a kind of a competitor. It's just a little bit different of approach, but they do the same thing. But the point is this, is that they are both working together to fight against a pretty recent law that has been passed in Texas. This law has been passed in December 2015 that required fingerprints in background checks or ride-hail service drivers. That was a law passed in 2015 in December that required now fingerprints and background checks on light rail service drivers. Do you see the issue now? Uber and Lyft now having to collect fingerprints from all of their drivers? That's pretty much the issue. There is cost and money involved, and they're trying to not need to do that. That should be a lot of cost for them. The position that Uber and Lyft are taking also on that is that pretty much they are contracting those drivers. Those are not really employees for Uber or Lyft, so that anything related to sexual harassment, rape, or any other issue, that they should not have any kind of a liability. That's up to the driver. Facebook is in hot water right now in Illinois after a judge ruled that a group of users has the right to file a complaint against the social network centering on its practice of storing biometric data about their faces. The issue targets Facebook's tag suggestions, which help people automatically tag their friends in photos based on data the site has stored to recognize their faces. Facebook do a really pretty good job on accurately tagging on photos. Did you notice that? Did you try that? Try to upload a photo that had multiple people and see how Facebook will recognize those people and tag them for you. Hopefully, there is an option for you to ignore tag suggestion, but that will have involved going through all of the photos. So the judge in Illinois is saying that the tool violates user privacy since Facebook complies the biometric data without the explicit consentment of the user. But if you want, there is an option to opt out this tagging, and I will explain here for you right now on how to do that. First, what we have to do is navigate to settings and then click the timeline and tagging category from your Facebook account, just like here. Then you scroll down to the category about tag suggestion. Switch from friends to no one. According to Facebook's Help Center, here is how it recognizes you. Information about your photos that you are tagging in. When you are tagged in a photo or make a photo your profile picture, we associate that tag with your account, compare that, what these photos have in common, and store a summary of this comparison. If you've never been tagged in a photo or on Facebook, or have untagged yourself in all photos of your Facebook, then we do not have this summary information for you. Comparing your new photos to stored info about photos you were tagged in, we are able to suggest that your friend tag you in a photo by scanning and comparing your friend's photos to information we put together from your profile pictures and the other photos in which you've been tagged. Thank you for watching LufSec News. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions or comments, feedbacks, please provide us. Now you get a list, as usual, of information security events for this week, happening in the US and worldwide. Enjoy it.